Good morning, I'm Shalini Radhakrishnan, and there are one more interview which is Divani Mahalingam. Today, we are going to have the opportunity to interview a famous person for the position of tuition teacher. He has taught in Bahasa Melayu and he has inspired thousands of students and teachers to learn Bahasa Melayu from Malaysia's most popular from BM's coach on YouTube. In this interview, we look forward to know about his interest in learning more about his experience and also approach to teaching a tuition. As a tuition teacher, he plays a crucial role in provides an evidence and guides to help students clarify ideas and limit tasks without further delay. Let's welcome Cikgu Suguz. Good morning, Cikgu Suguz.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, sir. Okay, thank you for the spending time to have this interview with you us. So my first question is, sir, can you introduce yourself more about your biodata, your background, your educational backgrounds?
Okay, I'm fondly known as Cikgu Suguz, my commercial name. So I also have a YouTube channel by the name Cikgu Suguz. I hold a local degree and been teaching Bahasa Melayu for the past 3 decades, more than 30 years. I've been teaching this language from Standard 4 to Form 5 students. And after COVID, I have completely given up physical classes. Now I'm only doing online tuition, and I have students from all over the country studying with me through Zoom classes.
Okay, good morning, sir. I'm Diwani Mahalingam. So let's go for the second question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, could you tell me about this career and job experience?
See, this is basically, if you're a tuition teacher, you are basically self-employed. Okay, everything you decide, the timing, the fee, everything you decide. So in my life, entire life, I could say, I've never had an opportunity to draw the same salary every month. The salary is not even same every month. Okay, I also don't know how much I'm going to make next year. It has always been like that because this is a very challenging field. But of course, you can make money, you can support your family, you can pay your bills, you can lead a good life, not a problem. But of course, it has been a big challenge, especially as we as tuition teachers, we have problems at the end of the year. Why? Why? Do you know why we have problems?
Why, sir?
At the end of the year, there'll be no classes and probably no money also, no income also. Okay, we have gone through that kind of situation. I'm sure this is true for most of the tuition teachers if they are full-time. I'm a full-time tuition teacher, so it's very true. So these are some of the challenges. Other than that, you always have the job satisfaction that you are teaching and guiding the next generation. That gives me the most satisfaction.
Okay, sir. Next, how long have you been teaching tuition classes, sir?
I told you about more than 30 years I've been teaching, and I've never attended a job interview in my life. After graduation or even before graduation, I started teaching. I never applied for jobs or attended any job interviews because I wanted to do this, and it worked for me. It worked quite well for me, and I'm very happy doing it.
Besides that, okay, what teaching method or approach do you use to engage students during tuition classes lesson?
Okay, basically, I'm known as a teacher who teach lots of techniques, as you can see on my more than 570 video clips on YouTube. I always like to teach techniques, make things easier for the students so that there will be interest in learning. And that's what the parents want, okay? Many students, generally the urban students, the English-speaking families, the students, they don't have the liking for the language of BM. Okay, so we have to make it interesting for them. In the online classes, I also do speak in English on and off with them. I also allow them to speak in English just to make sure they feel at home. and slowly they bring up their abilities and skills in BM. So this is important because for me teaching has to be interesting. I teach one of my most important technique is mnemonic. I call it mnemonics. In English, it's mnemonics. I teach this technique. Like for example, we can do a live. We can do live with this Shalini and one more
Divani.
person. I can see your name.
Divani.
Ritesh around, huh? Ritesh not around. Okay, I'll give you a topic. Let's say we do now one live. We try this technique. How effective it is. Okay, let's say we want to do something about awas. You see the word awas, right? By the
Yes,
roads, AWAS. Okay, awas. Based on AWAS, give me a few points in Bahasa which relates to awas. AWAS. When you see awas, when you see danger, what are the things that is related to it? A for what? Awas means accidents can happen in that area. So how do you relate AWAS? If I ask this same question to my standard 4, first thing they will say A is ambulance.
okay.
Okay, and awas is there, danger is there, ambulance is there. Okay, so this is how we learn, because every idea in this world has to come from the letter A to Z. So I use the title itself to find ideas, to help them find ideas. The title itself, like yesterday in the class we did kesihatan. Just from the word kesihatan we generate ideas. So K for what? Kesihatan. Tell me, K for what? It must start with the letter K.
Kesihatan.
Kesihatan, okay, fine. Or you can say Kementerian Kesihatan.
Kementerian Kesihatan.
Kementerian Kesihatan. Or you can say Kesihatan Physical dan Mental. You can say Pemeriksaan Kesihatan. Just from the letter K, we have got 3 ideas now. So this is how I teach. This is one of my major techniques for students from the level of Standard 4 to Form 5 to engage them to learn in a creative way. So that's what we have been doing.
Okay, sir. What do you think is the most significant aspect and skills that you make you good to fit this job, sir?
Communication. Most important is communication. You have to make sure that what you speak, what you say, people on the other hand understands what you are saying. That's very, very important. And most of these skills can be learned. You can be trained by Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia if you want to become a teacher, or you can train yourself by watching YouTube videos. I was never trained by Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. I trained myself. It's all self-learning. Self-learning also you can do. You can do a good job because what's most important is the interest in the job and the willingness to work towards achieving excellence.
Okay, sir. In your opinion, what is the difference of tuition teacher compared to others' education? Education.
Other educators, you mean like lecturers in universities or something like that?
What differences? What the compare with others for education means in university or compared to tuition teacher?
Okay, as I told you earlier, this is a self-employed job. Okay, you decide how much you want to earn. You decide how much time you want to spend teaching, working. You can decide when you want to retire. It's all your decision. Okay. Other jobs, probably you have a significant task given to you probably on a daily basis or weekly basis, which you have to complete. Most industries work in that way because human beings are needed to carry out certain duties. But in teaching, it's very different because you're dealing with kids, you're dealing with the younger generation. So you have to pay attention to your teaching methods and delivery, and it cannot be tangible. Sometimes the student can be so weak, for 4 months, doesn't even open his mouth for 4 months. We feel like he's not learning anything. But on the 5th or 6th month, he can answer questions. So education happens in a different way. It's not like working in some industries or being a professional like a lawyer, doctor, which has more tangible, more clear-cut way of doing things. So teaching is an art, people say. Definitely so, because it is a way of communicating your ideas with the students. And the more you make it interesting, the more effective it will be, and the most successful will be your career.
Okay, sir. What is the most satisfied accomplishment that you have so far, or any achievements in this field?
Basically, what satisfies me is the comments from the parents and students themselves. Once they get their results, they feel very thankful. Okay, they feel proud of being done well in subject like Bahasa Malaysia SPM, which is one of the killer subject, very difficult and becoming more and more difficult. So they feel very thankful to me. That is satisfying. Other than that, on and off, I used to receive WhatsApp messages from parents and students. Yesterday, I received a very important message, which I'm going to upload in the Facebook and social media after this, because the parents said your class, my wife always complained the classes are noisy and all those things on online tuition. But he says my class, Cikgu Suguz class, has been so effective, and students participate. It's very engaging, super engaging actually. Many students will speak up and talk because they are trained in that way. So from standard 4, they can sit down for about 1 hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 25 minutes without any distraction. So this is how I train them. And this is very satisfying, okay? Although we don't see faces, at least today I on the camera, because Tivanan wanted me to on the camera, okay? But actually on my classes, because we got 20, 30 students, we don't want to on the camera because maybe the line will be slower. So without even showing my face, the impact is still there. So that is very satisfying for me.
Next, sir, how do you communicate with parents or guardians to provide feedback on their children's processes in tuition class?
Basic tool of communication has been WhatsApp all this while, all these years. In WhatsApp, I have about probably more than 10,000 contacts, which I gathered over the years, okay? So through WhatsApp, we'll communicate. Normally, if I have serious problem with some students, like they are very quiet in the class, it has been like 2 months, they never said anything, so I will immediately message the parents. I will say, Shalini has been very quiet. I hope she understands my classes. I will say something like that, and they will respond. They'll say, okay, sir, I'll check it out and all that. When the student do well in the class, participate well, I also send them messages. I say that this particular student is participating very well in the classes, in the discussion. So I put some thumbs up and nice messages, some nice emojis. So this is how we have been communicating. See, parents, they pay the fee, okay? They want some results. And if the children are doing okay, they are happy, they are fine, because online tuition takes away lots of their troubles. No transportation issues. And we, like Cikgu Suguz, we don't do class cancellation. Okay, in 30 years, maybe I've cancelled the class maybe twice or thrice only, 3 or 4 times only in 30 years. No cancellation of classes. Okay, so this is what parents want. Once they register with you, they have the confidence in you that you will take care. Like you are in AIMST now. See, your parents send you to AIMST, and now it's AIMST job to take care of you, right? They have to make sure somehow you graduate as a great, graduate, okay? So it's the same way, I think, this is what the parents want, and this is, the communication has been so good, so far, no problem.
Okay, sir, before we end this session, what advice would you like to give to the students who are undertaking this field in future?
You mean future teaching as a career? Okay. Say most people actually can teach or has been teaching before they pursue their dream career. You know, so I've seen many lawyers, my friends, who have been sejarah teachers in Kuala Lumpur. So many of our English teachers finally has become doctors and lawyers and engineers. Okay, so anybody can do this, not a problem. But you just have to be committed. Okay, when you are taking up something, you have to give your 100%. Okay, this is our concept. When we want to do something, we must give 100%. If we cannot give 100%, we better don't do it, because we'll be a problem. Okay, we don't want to be a problem, right? We want a solution. Okay, so that's why I say future generation, it's not a difficult job. Most parents complain teachers not because they are no good. Parents complain because teachers have no discipline. That's all. Canceling classes. If someone you can, like me today, before you came, I'm already on. Okay, I never kept you waiting. You kept me waiting. Okay, you kept me waiting, right? Shalini, you kept me waiting, no? So this is the basic quality, Shalini. This is the basic quality. If someone wants to take up this field, they have to have the discipline. Then knowledge, not a problem. Today, you are empowered with so many sources of knowledge. Like YouTube videos can help you. My 570 videos on YouTube can help so many students. Already helping so many teachers and students to teach, to approach Bahasa in a different way, unique way, so that it creates interest in the students.
All right, sir. I really appreciate you for taking the time to share with us today the goals, experiences, and knowledge. Your commitment to creating a welcoming learning environment and your passion for tuition teacher education are really admirable. As this interview comes to an end, we would like to thank you, Cikgu Suguz, for your thoughtful answers and the scope of your knowledge regarding tuition class. We specifically look for your creative teaching strategies and effort to continuous professional growth in a tuition teacher.
Okay, thank you so much. All the best to you guys.
Okay, thank you for sharing your experience today and have a good day,
Thank you.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.